Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Nights into Dreams. In the last part we kicked off with Claris's story in wherever this level is called, something Highland or something. In this part we are going to continue with Claris's story on the original Saturn version of the game with Mystic Forest. And it is crazy hot up here. I'm going to show off one thing if I can. Which is something that I found can be useful on some of these courses in order for you to get the most out of your time. You don't actually have to play the entire level as knights. You actually have some time where you can traverse the world as the kids themselves. I'm obviously going the wrong direction here, but it is limited. So after a certain point, that thing which looks like an egg out of Billy Hatcher, which if you couldn't tell, this is a Sega game, but it's also it has a very similar sort of style to Billy Hatcher, and I believe that as far as I know, Yuji Naka, who was heavily involved in the development of this game as well, which you can pretty much see that coming through. So yeah, what I found is that, like, what you can do at the start of the stage, if you want, is you can actually, like, traverse the level as the kids, and start picking up your links then. And what that will actually do, and you wouldn't actually think of it, to be honest, like, it's not something you would think to do, because usually you're like, oh, I need to free knights from the thing. In order to play the game, but what this has like the effect of doing, if you do this, and if you can actually get as many of those, you can get as many of the whatever they're called, the links or blue spheres or something. If you can get like as many of them as possible, even all of them, even all 20 of them, that you would need to destroy this son of a gun here. We can actually pretty much get all of them, which is good. If you can get as many of them as possible before following the arrow and freeing knights, you will pretty much have as much time as possible as bonus time. So almost the entirety of your time on the first idea or idea, you will be able to spend as bonus time, pretty much just racking up points, which pretty much just like racking up points to beat the band, if you get me. So it's something that I never really thought of doing it before. I actually saw it. Where I saw it was like on a speed run of this game, because that's what they were doing in some of the levels, because it's technically like a faster way to play some of the levels. That's bad as well, that guy took 5 minutes, 5 minutes, oh my god, I would die. That guy like took 5 seconds off of her clock. But it's something that I saw on a speedrun of this game, and I was like, that's actually really clever. I never thought of doing it, because you generally just kind of fixate on playing through the level as knights in this form, for obvious reasons, because it's extremely fun. That's something that I never even really touched on. I talked a lot about it on stream the other night when I need to get a shake on here. I'm not going to risk going for like another lap. I find it very hard to describe exactly what it is that I love about this game. I find it extremely difficult to put it into words. It's definitely like one of those games that I feel you just like need to play and experience. Like, for some reason, there's just something about it. But like a big part of it, and something that, as I say, I was like trying and failing to put into words on stream, at least in a kind of like a somewhat intelligible manner, I feel. A big part of that is just like how the movement feels. Like, the movement is just sublime. Like, it makes me think, funnily enough, of another Sega game, which is Echo the Dolphin. So playing this game, like, just the really fluid, kind of graceful movement of I wonder if there's like a secret here. If you do like the power loop in certain areas, it like marvelous secrets will be revealed to you. I'm going to like risk another lap here because I was dawdling on that last one. I suppose I can get this as well. Get like a big power loop. 26 seconds should be enough time to get back, but I'm starting to get a little bit concerned. It feels like you're going extremely fast, but then all of a sudden that clock starts ticking and you're like, holy shit, I need to get back. Here we go, we'll be fine. It's probably a C. Yeah, there we go. What was I saying? You just had to be there, didn't you? You whatever you are. Oh my god, stop it. Get back to your own country. Like, that's the thing, these like nightmares, theoretically they have their own country, like, called the Nightmare Realm, you know. I don't know why they feel they have to come to our place. I don't see why they have to feel that like one country isn't enough for them. Like, they need to have like another one as well. But apparently they do. Okay, I'm not going to go into the secret area yet, which is in there, because it's too slow. And all that's in there is like stars, which, to be honest, as far as I know, you want to like get you don't want to get the stars until the oh my god, was there like a thing? Yeah, okay, there we go. Now we can pretty much just book it. I just want to like get as quickly as possible to the jellyfish. Try and get as many. I don't think I'm like going to go for like open up, will ya? There we go. I want to show this area off at least, because it's really good for racking up lots and lots and lots of points. Because there's so many of those like stars in there, and then it pretty much like drops you off back here. I want to like risk. I was going to see if I could risk getting the big cage of them, but then I like chickened out because I was like, oh, this is too scary. What was I even talking about? I can't even remember. I was talking about something. Oh yeah, the movement in this game like is just. As I say, it's like hard to describe, but it feels it feels so good for the same reason that like playing Echo the Dolphin feels good, which is that it just feels like you're being so graceful, you know. That's what it is. Just like you feel so good moving. Mystic Garage. An achievement just popped up called Mystic Garage, whatever that means. There's the thing. I need like one more orb. Ooh, that's bad. There we go. Wherever that came from. I feel like a little bit unsafe attempting like a second lap of this, since I've like screwed this up so much. I think like that's what I've learned like playing this game, is that like sometimes it is just like better to cut your losses and not to do like at least an entire second lap before returning to the shrine or whatever it is. So I'm actually just going to go back now because I don't want to end up. It's still a B rank, jeez. I don't want to end up dying here. Well, you don't die, but I don't want to end up getting a bad score. C, I'm happy with. So yeah, here is the next boss, who is like a big fish. It's like all I'm gonna say about him. Pretty much like the same the same deal as like the other boss. You just want to like get into him, You want to pile drive into him. But what the challenge here is that you want to line yourself up with these. How did that not hit you? Oh, you're invincible at the moment. That's great. Note to self: don't touch him when he's invincible like that. There we go. What you want to do is like, whoa! I was denied that. The rock's feet touched the ground. This fish just constantly. I've not got good at fighting him yet for some reason. He just like freaks me out or something. There we go, but we got him. Not my best performance, I will admit. But yeah, like I think this is like a perfect time to talk about the movement again. Just like, I don't know, like flying around like this, it feels so fluid. You can press the trigger buttons to do these beautiful acrobatic moves. It is just fun. And I think that is like the best compliment you can give any game, is that playing it for some indescribable reason is just fun. Yeah, as you can see, not my best performance, also not my worst. But if you can believe it, we're actually on to the last like main story level of Claris's story. So I guess this LP is probably going to end up being maybe 5-6 parts, I don't know. Some of Elliot's levels are long, so especially that last one, like compared to this one. Like Claris's like final level, and I say final level because I say like final level even though this is very obviously not like the not the final level. Aren't there like more blue orbs over here somewhere? Elliot's like final level I find is like a lot more challenging than Claris's, like and when I say final level, I mean the last one before the actual final level. Like Elliot's final level is freaking long. Okay, we've got enough. We might as well collect a few more, because once we become knights, we're not going to, well, hopefully not, we're not going to become Claris again. So we might as well do what we can here. I mean, if they're on the way, I'm not just going to like, I'm happy to pick them up. As I say, you don't want the Billy Hatcher clock to get you. That's your incentive not to spend too much time on the, on the ground. But as you can see, there's like a huge benefit to actually, there's like a huge there's a huge incentive to actually going ahead and doing that first as Claris, and that is basically because it allows you to spend pretty much the entirety of your time as knights, because the monster that like the monster that has your I feel like I've heard someone refer to them as I feel like I've heard them referred to as Idea, but for me it seems like so right to call them Idea, like if you know what I mean. Like I feel like people call them Idea, but for me it's like it has to be a play on words, you know. Let's not leave them behind for no reason. Let's try this again. What was I saying? The reason why it's important, by the way, to get maybe not like A ranks and B ranks, but at least C ranks, is that actually the final level of am I doing like another lap? I didn't mean to do another lap. I didn't mean to do another lap. Sorry, I got like completely scared there, because I was like, this isn't what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to be that ballsy. The what was I saying? You pretty much, in order to unlock the in order to unlock the final level, you have to I don't know why I'm like going so out of my way to get these things. Just leave. Just get the jellyfish and go. In order to unlock the final boss level, you have to get at least C ranks. So there is an incentive to do like somewhat well, to play quite well in order to actually finish the game. And this is like one of those levels where I always feel apprehensive going for a second lap. But what's a good rule of thumb, I have found anyway, for me learning to play this game, what I have found is that if you can like commit to if you can commit to memory, or if you can like remind yourself that that each like level starts with 120 seconds on the clock, then for me my rule of thumb, and we really need to get out of here. For me, my rule of thumb is that like if you have like 60 seconds left, I'm gonna go for it. If you have 60 seconds left, so if you spend less than a minute on the if you spend like less than a minute on the if you spend, so, can I like get this thought out? If you spend less than a minute on the if you spend less than a minute on your first lap, then you have time for a second lap. There we go. I don't know why that was like so hard for me to put into words. It's like so obvious. It's like, oh, 120 seconds. So therefore, in order to have time for 2 laps, then you should be spending less than a minute on each lap. So this is what I'm saying. Usually you have time for at least like a second lap, depending on how fast you go. I'm conscious that I don't want to use up too much of your boost, because from what I remember, your boost actually carries over into the boss level, because it's a continuation pretty much. So I don't want to end up with like no boost power. I think we have time for another lap if I go nice and fast. 30 seconds, I should be able to. I'll just like really go like as fast as I dare. The thing is, like, this is like a pretty much like there's only so fast you can go in this segment, because you're at like the mercy of however fast the cannon wants to send you. But at least I can get some like nice combos. Oh my god, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. Go, please. Yes. Oh my god, that scared me. I got an A rank, so I guess it was worth it, but that was extremely scary for me. Oh my god. I feel like I remember the next one anyway. Yeah, the mirrors is so cool. I haven't even talked about how cool the level design is, by the way. I mean, like, obviously we are in the dream world, so everything goes pretty much. If I remember correctly, there are the orbs down here, which is what will help me. There's this star which looks suspicious. There we go. Okay, so now let's just get to the idea, as I call it. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the level design. So obviously we are in like the world of dreams. Don't hit that, please. Why? That's my combo time that I'm flushing down the toilet right now. I'm going to dare to go for like one more lap. What have I got to lose? I've already got at least C ranks on every level, so I really don't have like anything to lose by like trying to at least get like I'm not going to like risk going down there. So I've already got C ranks, so like I don't have to get like good ranks now, but I'd still like to preserve my reputation even though I don't have one. Don't hit the thing, please. You can get the stars. Phew! Wow, okay. I didn't even talk about how amazing that level is. As I say, we're in the dream world, so anything goes. And the Soft Museum, which is an amazing name for a level, everything is soft and squishy and bouncy. Oh, great start. I was playing this earlier today, and I smoked this guy, and now obviously I can't hit him for shit. So basically that first hit is going to like knock his cape off, which means that we're able to hit him. There we go. Once I actually got into a rhythm, then he was gone. Once you knock his cape off, he's going to try and get it back, and you basically want to chain him or juggle him by psyching him out, is what you want to do. So, see what we got in the end on Soft Museum. A B. It's alright. It's not an A. It's also not a D. I'm going to take a sip of my woo-woo. Yeah, as you can see, there's my score that I got earlier today fighting him. I got like a 1.9 combo on him. I beat him in like, I felt like it was almost like a speed run. I got him in like 5 seconds. It was insane. But yeah, as you can see, we've almost like blown Sonic off the scoreboard. So with that, we actually come to the final level as Claris, if you can believe it. So I guess that's where we're going in the next part. I've never actually done this level on Claris's story. I've done it on Elliot's story. So I've never actually done this on Claris's story. I've not seen Claris's ending yet. And I've also not done this final level on the original Saturn scheme, although it controls exactly the same, so I'm sure it'll be exactly the same. So, something to look forward to on the next part of Let's Play Nights into Dreams. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye now.